Hey there guys and gals, just a quick one before we begin. Thank you so much for watching this guide. If it helps or if you enjoy it, please don't forget to like, comment, subscribe and share with a friend as well. Huge shout out as well to all my Patreon supporters and YouTube members, so thank you so much. Also, if you enjoy the dark side of gaming, which involves controversies with streamers and studios, murder and more, check out my podcast called Gaming's Darker Side. You can find it on Spotify, Apple Music, or wherever you get your podcasts. So thank you so much, and now, on with the good stuff. So, welcome to Inner Ashes then. This was developed by Calathi Game Studio, published by Selector Play, and it's usually available for $12.99/$16.99, but is on sale at the time of this recording for £5.19/$6.79, so always check out for a nice sale price. So, this is basically a first-person narrative adventure in which we play as Henry, and he goes on this big journey through two different realities. Basically, him and his daughter have been estranged, he has Alzheimer's. It's a pretty emotional story, but it's a very, very good one. The only achievements that we really have to look out for in this are for 12 letters and 23 drawings throughout the game, plus a few easy miscellaneous ones as well. Otherwise, the rest are story-related. So, all good. Let us do it. We could get this done in about an hour and a half, an hour and 40 min-mins. So, yeah, let us begin. Now, this is, like I said, this plays sort of more as a walking simulator, but it does have some of those little puzzle elements that we all enjoy so much. But yes, it is a pretty emotional story, especially if you've known someone, or you know someone, or you've seen someone go through Alzheimer's. We all know it's a pretty disgustingly horrible disease. But as we begin, turn to the left straight away so we can go into the kitchen so we can grab the first letter out of 12. This is Enid's letter. Now, Enid is our daughter, so obviously what we're going to be doing is going through the reality of what we got now, and we're going to be journeying through the past as we take a little right, and we're going to interact with the sketchbook right here. So we're going to be going through, like I said, the two different realities in order to piece together clues from the past as we go through this horrible, horrible disease. So as we begin then, you can see a little square directly in front of us. Now, these are the collectibles for the rest of the game. So anytime you see these squares with another bunch of squares floating off them, some can be letters, some can be drawings. So there's 23 drawings that we have to get, and we have to get them all in one playthrough, so keep that in mind. And there's the first one. You can't sprint or go any faster than this, so it's literally just a case of sort of enjoying the story. But we're going to take a dip around. So we're going to nip around the mountainside right here.
You have enough energy already.
Now, I was torn between making this joke or not, but it's basically Randy from South Park where he says, "Why did you give me this disease?" And then he starts shaving his head, but that's purely because he's he suffers from alcoholism. You know, the South Park joke, the classic South Park joke of the day. But yeah. Anyway, I've said it now. So we're going to head up all the way around to the right here, up to this tree where we're going to find our next collectible on our left. And this is going to be another letter. Educational article on the early symptoms of Alzheimer's disease. So, again, you can pause the video there and watch if you want, because, again, you know, this is a real, it's a real thing. So, head through to the left anyways. We spin around, head to the left, and then head to the right where we grab this key. It's going to get us another achievement. We're going to be popping achievements and collectibles like there's no tomorrow for the first sort of 20 minutes. And it's all in Spanish as well, so yeah, there's nothing wrong with mine or yours. It's just all in, it's just how it is. So take a little left here while we grab another square for another drawing. This is Enid with a cup of brewski, because he can't beat a cheeky cup of brewski. And then, now I don't even believe you have to do this. You could just go to the right and interact with the settee, but interact with the flowers here. We'll be coming back to this part in just a moment, so we can just go ahead, interact with the settee. This is going to get us another achievement. Vuelve a tu hogar. By the way, I'm going to completely butcher the language, so apologies if I mispronounce a whole bunch of words. I mispronounce English words all the time, so any other language is also extra difficult for me. Sorry. But anyway, we've got that. So basically, when we get to the settee, we are able to go home for things that we need. So if there's an item that we actually need, we can go ahead and do that. So we'll spin around as we get up from the settee. Try and walk past the plant, which is nice. Interact with the clock so we can pick that up. And then if we spin around again... In fact, no, we're not spinning around again. What we're doing is going straight for the sketchbook. So all you have to do is go slightly left. And then just interact with the sketchbook once again to go back into the other world, the past, as it were. Alrighty, so once that is done, look to your right slightly, and we can head under the beautiful little archway here, head towards the waterfall where we did before you went to the settee. Now that we've got the clock, you've seen the post-it note there in the bottom right-hand corner, so once we have collected some certain items, we can use those to progress the story. And then all we got to do is follow the forget-me-not, and yeah. It's a pretty simple premise, but again, this is just one of those that, again, for me, honestly, I haven't known anyone with Alzheimer's. I know it's a horrible disease, but it really doesn't hit and affect me the way that I know it would some people who have been affected by the disease in some way. But still, one hell of an emotional story. Plus, you're going to get some old-fashioned, father parenting being a homophobe in just a bit as well, which is always a fun rabbit hole to crawl into. Anyway, you'll get an achievement here for completing chapter 1. Has completado a nivel 1. See, I'm Spanish now, guys. Hooray! Pretty sure that's Spanish, right? It's not another language. Otherwise, I've just made myself look like a full moron. Never go full moron. Right, so now what we're going to get is another little puzzle element. It's basically Tetris. We've got to just get these shapes from the right-hand side and place them in the gaps here in the middle. Obviously, this one is extremely easy. Just place the L on the left, the backwards L on the left, and the T in the middle. They don't really get much more complicated, especially if you just follow along, but we will be doing those puzzles quite a bit through the rest of the game.
You're sad when we come here.
I guess, sweetheart. I get sad when we come here, but I would be even sadder if we didn't come. Mum is looking at us from somewhere, and I'm sure we're making her happy.
But I can't remember her.
Forget-me-not.
What?
Forget-me-nots. That's the name of these flowers. Your mother's favourites. Sometimes we don't remember some important things, or people, but if we try our best, we can remember how we felt in most of the moments of our life.
Okay, I will try. Don't forget me, Mummy.
No, Enid, I don't like coming to this place because I'm afraid of big rocks. Anyway, as we begin level 2, if we look to the settee just to the right where the exclamation mark is, press the A button to interact with it. Now you need to do some wood carving 5 times. So basically, I think it's level 2, 3, 4, 5, and 7. So every time we begin a new level, we will do a little bit of wood carving there. That's for another achievement. Otherwise, we can spin it around, go back into our little study area, and hit the sketchbook to go straight into it. But yes, Enid, it's not because of all the dead people in the graveyards. I'm just afraid of zombies! Voice got a little cracked up right there. Sorry. So we will be getting another collectible as soon as we begin. And as soon as we begin, look immediately to your left in order to grab the next collectible drawing, the forest. And I tell you what, I mean, if you are a forester, then yeah, this is probably the best place you can be. It's part of your home as we head straight up, and then we're going to go more or less straight up. Again, there's only really one linear path that we can take. If you're not a big fan of the forest, then it's probably not going to be the happiest of places for you. So obviously we're going to take a left here, and we're going to grab a huge, big old medallion boy.
It doesn't matter how many posters we distribute or less.
And then, as you can see, you've got the post-it note there in the background. So when we grab another 2 now, you'll be able to switch it up with the left and right bumper. So let's head back down the same way that we came. And, oh yeah, Joseph's our best friend, by the way. Just in case you were probably wondering already. You probably figured that out already. Take a right, anyway, to find the next medallion. And, yep, our memory's getting a little foggy. So, yeah, that's the bitch with Alzheimer's, really. So there we go. So we've already picked up 2 right there. We obviously need to grab a 3rd one so we can just spin around. So basically continue heading on to the right. And then we can interact with the settee to head home once again.
Carelessly. My legs were trembling.
I didn't realize the little bonsai tree there. My mama used to love bonsai trees. Right, head into the study and then immediately look to the left on the bookcase. And then that's basically the 3rd medallion, so we can now head back into the sketchbook. And now we can just happily head all the way around, and that'll be the 3rd medallion done. So we can press the A button now to get in and through. And again, there's going to be another collectible here, another letter. Yeah, I was right. Well, look at that, I was right about something for a change. There you go. So there's another letter anyway, so make sure to grab that before we can head on. And like I said, you can now switch between the post-it notes using the left bumper and right bumper, so you just have to use the right specific one for what we need. There's another drawing to the left here of the tree. There is Marie, or they call her Mary in this game, but we head to the right anyway, so we're going to head to the right and up. So they call her Mary, but I'm pretty sure it's Marie. So make sure to get the one with the, what looks like flowers or something right there. That's my eyes going a bit blind. Just make sure to put that one down. Again, if you don't put the right one down, it'll just tell you to keep going until you put the right one down. So you can't really mess up anything in the game. So we're going to continue heading up the little mountainside, basically following the forget-me-not. And we'll continue heading straight down. So before heading to the big medallion wall right there, continue heading straight down. Sorry for the edit cut right there. For another collectible, this is another drawing. This is Henry with one hell of a Homer Simpson. It's a reverse Homer Simpson. Yellow chin. Plus you get an achievement there for collecting 5 drawings. And make sure to put the big deer head here as well. And then we can head back and go straight through the wall.
You were so lucky. I wouldn't like to find myself so close to a stag during the mating season.
And then in fact we can just use our last post-it note drawing. Now we can nip through the wall and we can actually finish this level. So that's level 2, Estardo, Bastardo, Danardo.
The beautiful stag I'd seen. She made one of her.
So again, you're going to need to do this Tetris sort of puzzle. So it's literally just a case again of following along. So yeah, follow along, you strong bong.
Dad!
Hi, sweetheart. How's your day?
Great! I have a new friend. She's new at school and she has a video console. She told me I can go and play with her whenever I want to.
That's great. Go upstairs and leave your stuff. We have to go in 10 minutes. You can tell me about it later. Plus, I have to talk to you about something important.
What happened? You're making the same face you make when you're sad.
I won't be able to bring you to work with me, Enid. The company has changed the policies, and they told me I can't bring you with me anymore. I asked Joseph to take care of you while I'm gone.
Why? I don't want to go with Joseph. I want to stay in the forest with you.
I know, sweetie. But it doesn't mean we can't go to the forest together from time to time. When I'm not working, we can do whatever you prefer.
Dad, you're always working. I don't want to go with Joseph.
But you like being with Joseph. You know he loves you a lot.
I don't care. I don't want to go.
That friend of yours, the new kid, what's her name?
Mary.
Marie. Do you know if her parents live nearby?
Oh yeah, there's another probably emotional driven thing. If this has happened to you, where you've had to work lots, you're a single parent, you haven't got much time for your kid. It's tricky. It's ridiculously tricky. I can't even imagine going through that. But anyway, we're coming up to another missable achievement here. So what we're going to do, take a small little right. We're going to pick up the scarf here from the box, head back to the beginning of the level, and we're just going to place that on the coat rack in order to get the next achievement, which is, of course, called... It's Christmas lights. Now Henry's really starting to lose his head right now. But what it is actually called, it is actually called Bufanda iluminada. Yeah, I'm good now. And make sure to do your wood carving as well, so that should be 2 out of 5 done.
There's nothing that relaxes me more than wood.
And then we could just simply turn to the, right apparently, rather than spinning all the way left. Head back into your little study area, nip straight into the sketchbook. Let's go diving. So, level 3 is all happy, sunny, smiley days. Except for the part with the Alzheimer's. That's pretty rotten and pretty crap, so enjoy the sun. Enjoy the sun. Oh, yeah. Alright, so let's just head down then. Again, the only linear path that we can go. Oh, we're going into the cave. There we go. So the sun's over. Back to darkness. We are going to be grabbing another collectible. Now, you see where the white sort of crystals are? Take a right here. Make sure to take a right. It can be very easily missed. But so take the right. Head down. And then eventually we will see just next to the green and white crystals here. The crystal-looking things. Enid playing with Marie. That's my point I was getting across. They call her Mary in the game, but it is Marie. I'm sorry, I'm sticking with it. Pick up the planks of wood as well, and then go back the way you came. So here, of course, take another right. So we're back on this sort of main path. This area can get slightly a little tiny bit confusing, but it's okay. It's all right. So we are going to pick up the plank of wood here on the left as well. And then if you take a right, you can interact with that to make a little bridge for you. There we go. Man, if only life was this easy. I've got some wood and now magic will sort it out for me. So when we get into this area, what we are going to do, we're going to continue just heading forward for the time being. And we head outside in the beautiful sunshiny forest. So we're going to take these stairs up.
You know, I'm cool with that.
I know. You've always been there for me since you left us. Don't worry.
And there are two things to collect here. The first one is another drawing. So make sure to grab that. Joseph and Henry. That's a cute couple, you guys. And then there is a little small gear cog on the table that we need to collect as well. So make sure to grab that before heading back down.
Thanks, Joseph. And thanks for everything you do for me. I hope I can return the favour when your baby girl arrives. When I come back from work, Enid is always waiting with a smile. But her eyes look sad. Maybe she should spend more time with Marie and her parents. She always comes home brimming with joy. They're always there for us whenever we need them. Whenever she needs them.
Oh, and about the cute couple comment, as we're going to take a left as we get over the bridge. That was before I get the whole anti-woke stuff coming for the game and whatever. It was just a tongue-in-cheek joke. They're just best friends. Joseph's a real cool guy. Helped him out with lots of stuff. So take a left now next to the purple mushrooms. Now, of course, if you do see mushrooms like this in real life, my assumption would be do not eat them. More fantastic life advice from the Welsh Hunter. But yes, if you see any mushrooms, just don't eat them. Just don't. Even if they're cooked. They are devil's food. They disgust me. Especially yeah. So I'm not going to get into any more further mushroom eating things. Just don't eat a mushroom, whether on the ground in a field or cooked on your breakfast. So here we are outside once again. You can see just over on to the left, we can find another collectible. For some reason, though, we get stuck on this bush, so you may have to go around.
She was so happy. Maybe I'm not doing enough for her.
You're too hard on yourself. I think you're a great dad. Taking care of her all alone.
So once you have grabbed this picture of Joseph right here, we are going to go back up these steps. And we just need to grab another gear cog, the medium one.
And you'll do it very soon, Joseph. Your wife is having the baby soon, right? I shut myself in every day and get away from Enid. I should do something for her. Something as a family. But when I get better, we'll go somewhere. A day trip, maybe. But maybe she's too old for that now.
So when we get to the end of the mushroom-like cave, we're going to take an immediate left. So as soon as we get back into the main sort of area, take a left again. So we're going to be nipping through all the crystals again. Look, bruh, I know you got Alzheimer's, but you haven't forgotten how to run, have you? That's, controversial. Right, so before heading to the right, make sure to take a left as we get out into this forested area. So make sure to take a left. Again, this is another very easily missed collectible. So take a left, head through what looks like it isn't a path, but it actually is, to grab the next drawing collectible, one of the watchtowers from the forest.
I was thinking about having a weekend together.
Now, this actually just reminds me of the game Firewatch, which was just awesome, which I have covered on the channel. And it was on Game Pass before. But make sure to grab the bridge post-it note right here and then interact with the bridge so we can make a bridge for us. Yeah, Firewatch was a really sensational game, really enjoyable. As we cross over then, left is another letter for Joseph. And then, of course, if we look directly behind us, we can grab the last gear cog as well that we can grab. And then we'll head back over to the bridge. This time we're going to take a right. And we're going to go into the little, this little building. All you got to do then is put the gear cogs in order. They should all be in order. It's the large one first, then the medium, and then the small one. That'll get things running. Chugga, 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 chugga. Woo, woo. And then it's simply a case of going chugga, 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 chugga. Follow the forget-me-not. Well, apparently until you have Alzheimer's and then you forget everything. Ah, right. I'm sorry. That was actually dreadful. And if you hate me, I'm not surprised. I'm sorry. That was...
It wasn't my fault.
Even I'm wincing at that one.
Joseph's. But I can't help but feel like this. His wife suddenly went into labour. I had to help him. I couldn't let him down. As always, Enid understood it and didn't get angry. But I have to make it up to her. I have to be a better dad. I wish you were here.
Anyway, this will be the end of level 3. Just going on that last joke. Do you see what years of growing up with South Park and Family Guy and all that stuff has done to my brain? This is... I'm not blaming South Park and everything like that, but yeah. Yeah, that's what happens when you get raised on those types of programs. Your brain gets warped. Anyway, let's just swiftly move on, shall we? So that is level 3, Cueva Lucida, done. And we're going to be coming up to another one of those Tetris puzzles, so Tetrisy, you're up.
Enid, get your bag ready.
What's up, Dad?
We're going camping. Come on, hurry up.
But didn't you have to work this weekend too?
Not anymore. Someone filled in for Joseph, so I have a free weekend.
The whole weekend? Great! Look, Daddy! Forget-me-nots!
Do you still remember? It's been a while since we don't pick them up.
Of course! Those are Mom's favorite. I remember many things. You're the one who doesn't remember.
Me? What is it that I don't remember?
You promised you'd give me some coffee when I grew up. Well, I am a grown-up now, but you still don't give me a single drop.
That I'd give you some coffee.
Sure, you promised.
It's alright. I'll add a few drops in your milk.
It'll be a new tradition for grown-ups, okay? Like when we used to pick flowers.
It'll be our tradition. Come on, get ready. We're having a stroll by the lake. You'll love it.
Now, hopefully this is something that everyone as a parent can relate to, making their kid superly, delightedly happy. For me, camping would be the worst thing. Personally, I hate camping. It's uncomfortable, and it's cold, and it's miserable. I'm one of those guys, I'm a bit of a snob. I like to, stay in at least a 4-star hotel. Nice comfy bed, lovely shower, and I don't have to walk, 4 miles to go for a pee or a poop. Anyway, as we start the next level, make sure to get your wood carving. This should be a 3rd out of 5. But hey, that's just me. I don't want to get up at 1 o'clock in the morning in the freezing cold and go somewhere to go and pee. Yeah. But of course, everybody's different. So what we'll do now is we're going to head into the kitchen. So to the right, into the kitchen, we're going to make a cup of coffee. You have to do this in this specific order. Otherwise, the achievement won't unlock. So grab a cup first, and then put it down onto the kitchen table. And then, of course, the Alzheimer's is really kicking in, unfortunately, for Henry. So you need to grab another cup and then pop that down. Go and grab on the same table there, grab the coffee mug. Just pop that in. Then you're going to have to do it again. And like I said, you have to do this in this specific order. The instructions on the corkboard, which is behind us. Go ahead, grab the milk from the fridge. It'll be in the top left corner, even though there are lots in the bottom of the fridge, but never mind. So grab that. Once you've poured this is how we'll get the Esto, deberia ser más facil. Has preparado una taza de café. Oh man, I suck. Right, head out. Just next to the study there is the next letter. So this is the Lector amateur. Has encontrado 5 cartas. Or we've grabbed 5 letters. So there we go. So that should be the coffee achievement. You've grabbed 5 letters and you've got your wood carving in this area. Now we can grab the sketchbook and continue. Again, apologies for butchering the language, but hey, it's what English-speaking people do. You've heard them all when they go on holidays into foreign countries. In fact, what makes me laugh about English people and English-speaking people going on holidays, they go abroad and then they end up eating, proper British breakfast and proper English this and proper British that. Mate, I got away from that to get away from all that crap. Anyway, as we start, on the left right there is the next letter. So that should be letter number 6 out of 12 as we listen to some incredible music. And then we're just going to continue straight on right here. And to the left, you can see another drawing collectible. So grab this, Enid wearing her school uniform, and we're going to get Artista professional for grabbing 10 drawings right here. Now, we need 3 specific things, so we need to head back home. So sit on the settee. Now, a lot of parents, whenever their kids went through the sort of goth phase or emo phase or whatever, they were horrified. I hope my kids go through that phase because I can't wait to go to any type of gigs with them. But I do love metal music, rock music, all that stuff. But I can't wait until my kids come home and start blasting out the metal music and rock music or whatever. Anyway, grab the 2. There's 2 little portraits, drawings right there. One next to the TV, one next to the settee, and then one to the left, just under the clock, next to the study. So once you've grabbed all 3 of those, head back into the sketchbook. I know, I can't... Like, don't get me wrong, I don't, dress. I haven't got no hair for it, for a start, to be honest. So I don't really dress like a goth or emo or anything like that, but the music is just sensational to me. But obviously I know that not everyone will agree. But anyway, let's continue on with the game. Let's stop talking about metal and stuff. So, for this bit, you don't actually have to put any specific post-it note down. Henry sort of does lose his memory here, so you can just click the A button on any single one, and it should come up with all the same stuff.
Not anymore. Accepted once and for all.
And that'll be the end of level 5. Mosaico a corto plazo. Has completado el nivel 4. Oh, the Spanish are going to hate me after the end of this one.
Stupid piece of junk.
What are you doing, Dad?
Enid! I wanted it to be a surprise. I bought a few things for the party.
I see. Dad, you know I'm 15, right? So are my friends.
I thought you'd like it. Do you prefer that I take it all down?
No, it's okay, Dad. You can leave it like this. You bought a hot dog machine?
Sure, that's for you. I'm sure your friends will love it.
Thanks, Dad.
When did everything turn wrong?
So as we begin at level 5, make sure to get your wood carving down, done, and dusted. This should be, what are we on, level 5, 2, 3, 4, 5. So we've just got one more left to do, which we can only get on level 7. So you should have 4 wood carvings now out of 5. Anyway, so Henry's drawing something that resembles something I'm not going to say. So we're just going to head back into the sketchbook. Now, level 5 is a pretty damn long one. And there's a lot more sort of walking in this one. So let's get into it. So as the doors open up then, we're going to head down to the left. Now, whatever you think of these types of games, one thing you can say is they are damn beautiful. Everywhere we go, every scene is it just looks excellent. So head to the right now as we get sort of halfway between, and then next right into this little doorway here to find the next letter. The article about agnosia. Agnosia? Agnosia. Agnosia? Well, anyway, it's a letter. It's a collectible. We've got it. Let's continue heading down. Now, whatever you think, there's a statue built after Enid. That's pretty cute. Anyway, so basically our primary objective now is to grab a backpack, a book, paint, and some paintbrushes. But of course, it's not as easy as just picking them up and finding them. It's going to take a little while to do that. So go ahead and follow the forget-me-not. Okay, you don't actually have to follow him for too long because we're going to go ahead and do this Tetris puzzle right here. And then once you're fully satisfied, let us head through the doors that have just opened up. And again, Henry isn't going to go any faster, so, you know, this is just a case of enjoying the scenery and enjoying the views. And, you know, put on some music or a TV show if you're feeling a little bit bored or whatever. Because I know some walking simulators, some people like them, some people don't. We do what we do for achievements. So we're going to head to the left anyway. And the reason we're going to head to the left, we're going to pick up the deliciousest of items. As we head up the steps. But for some reason, Henry does seem to walk slower. But I don't know if that's just me. But we're going to take a right first. The reason we're going to take a right, because we're just going to pick up these planks of wood. And then we're going to spin around and we're going to grab the next collectible drawing, which should be now right in front of us. Why painful memories? Why? Anyway, we are going to find out why it brings him such painful memories. And it's probably, yeah, I don't know what you're thinking, but it's probably what you're thinking. So let's just head back down, and now we are back into the main area. And this time we can head all the way around and sort of go to the right-hand side of this tower thing. Oh, this is stunning, mind. I love... I mean, the illuminated mushrooms are still a bit of a, you know, still gives us a bit of paranoia, but yeah, the rest of it just looks... Doesn't it look lovely? But you know what? I've had enough of the dark and I can't wait for the summer to be brought on. So bring on the summer! Bring on the bring on the just late nights and everything's just nice and sunny and light. None of this dark by 4:30 p.m. crap. Right, so once we are back home, let us apparently spin around once for some reason, but what we're doing is going into the kitchen. So you just need to turn left once you go into the kitchen. to grab Enid's backpack, and then we can head back to the sketchbook. So this is what we're going to be doing for the majority of this level, is we're going to be finding the settee, grabbing an item from the real world, and then heading back the way we came in order to put it on the Enid statue. So again, just slowly follow me along till we get to the Enid statue and just place the backpack on her. So once we've done the Tetris statue next to her, the next doors are going to open up and we can go through there, where we're going to grab some more collectibles and go home again and, well, you know, do all that. Wow, we're coming up to a junction. Well, let's take a right. Let's go ahead and take a right. Yeah, we'll come back to the left later. So when we finally get to the end then, make sure to grab the torch here on the left-hand side off of the wall. So just nip that, and then we can immediately burn. Burn, burn, yes you're gonna burn. The old classic Rage Against the Machine classic right there. Burn, burn, yes you're gonna burn. And then take a left as we get down to the steps. And you can see another torch on the wall, which we are going to ignore. But we're just gonna head down to the right. But it is going to be the torch on the left right here. Slightly different colour. That's why we can grab this one and not the other ones. So make sure to grab this torch and then continue on your merry way down. And then again we can burn the right hand side set of leaves. So as we get down to this area, again, you could grab a torch on the right-hand side wall, but before going through with the main story, take a left and grab the next drawing collectible. Oof, the inevitable. Is this the inevitable just teenage angst where Henry is, you know, one of those protective fathers? I suppose you do, don't you, when you're a single parent? You're sort of, you know, if you've already lost your partner for whatever particular reason, as we're just going to head through straight down to the settee, yeah, I suppose your protective instincts are going to be raised. But, you know, what you think is protective doesn't always translate to their feeling protective. They're feeling, maybe the kid's feeling smothered. It's, again, that's a whole tricky situation. But it does seem like Henry is the sort of overprotective father. Oh, I don't like rock music. Turn this crap off. Oh, I don't like girls in my house. Turn this crap off. Anyway, once we are in the house, we're going to head to the study. We're going to grab the journal, off the book, book of studies. That's the one. And then we can head back into the sketchbook. Ah, man, thank God, we're through. We're all good. So let us slowly make our way up the stairs. And with that done, we can spin it around and start heading down the next set of steps. Where, yes, we are going to have to do another Tetris puzzle in order to get the next set of doors opening. So before we head up the stairs, we're going to take a left. So just after the rock or whatever on the left, make sure to find the gap here, go through, and we're going to pick up another set of items that we need. I think it's wood, planks of wood. Okay, so once you've crossed the bridge, before heading left, make sure to take a right. So we need to take the next right, just past the poison mushrooms. They lit up like a Christmas tree, poisonous mushrooms, to grab the next drawing. And then adolescence came in. Enid turned into a mermaid. Oh my God! And then grabbed the torch directly in front of us. I know, all teenagers hit puberty, but I didn't realize teenagers go through mermaidicity as well. God damn. Oh, modern teenagers make me feel so old. Anyway, up the next mountain hill, whatever this is, we go. And continuing on upwards, we're going to grab another drawing as we get to the top of the steps. Very hard to miss. She was still a little girl. And we finally now coming up to the paintbrushes. So turn directly to your left where the wood carving thing is. Grab the paintbrushes from here. And then we'll head straight back into the study, into the sketchbook. Now we're getting somewhere, buddy. Okay, we've made it. It's this ending, this level 5 is almost coming to an end. But we are going to be getting another collectible. So once we get to the bottom here, before doing the Tetris, I mean, you can still get it after you do the Tetris thing right there, but continue heading all the way around in order to grab the next letter collectible. And by letter, I meant drawing. Enid's turning into darkness and pain. My life is darkness. It's just full of darkness and pain. That's yeah, that's my attempt at emo kid right there. Oh, goth. I'm sorry. Anyway, I'm gonna shut up before I get cancelled by everyone again for the second time in this video. So again, just do the Tetris puzzle. Let's just get on. Let's just get on. And just like magic, said the boy in the red poofball hat, we end up outside Enid's door. And plus we finish. So this one is Sentido, perdido. And that is for Has completado el nivel 5.
You are very important to me. So you are.
What on earth do you think you're doing, young ladies? I won't allow this behaviour under my roof.
What are you saying?
I'm living in it.
No, why? We are not doing anything wrong.
That's not right at all, Enid. This is not what I've taught you.
What you taught me? Kicking out my girlfriend for kissing me? Is that what you teach?
Your girlfriend? What would you know? What you were doing is just not right. Things are not like that.
Ah, it's because she's a girl. Look at me in the eye and tell me that it's not because she's a girl.
I'm your father, and I don't have to give you any explanations.
That's unfair!
Get out of here!
So yes, this is where things take a turn for the worst. Enid and Marie getting it on like Donkey Kong. And of course, Henry doesn't see two people who like each other. He sees, quote, an abomination of Jeebus Christ himself. Anyway, as we begin the next level, grab the collectible just next to the stairs. This is a letter from the attorney, Kelly and Associates. Damn, Kelly thinks highly of herself, doesn't she? Oh, sorry, Brian Kelly. Oh, God, I just totally messed that up. Anyway, grab the cloth from the windowsill, go to the left-hand side of the stairs, and then try to dust the portrait a couple of times. This is going to smash it down, but it's going to get us the El Rostro Desconocido achievement for Has intentado limpiar el cuadro, for basically trying to dust a couple of times. So yeah, we can't do any wood carving yet, so we're going to have to do that in the next level. So straight to the sketchbook and getting it on. And I can't believe I just messed up the Brian Kelly thing. Okay, what I meant to say was, Brian Kelly thinks highly of himself. He's better than all his associates. God damn, Brian Kelly. Right, things are starting to go a little bit more forestry now. There's only 8 levels, so we're on to level 6 now out of 8. So just nip your way through the bush. Yeah. Craig's mum's bush. Craig's mum's bush. Yep, continue through onto the lily pads here. Again, obviously we're grabbing a few collectibles and following some butterflies. This time we're going to basically take a left, so make sure to take a left before heading on. And then you can see right here is a I'm not sure if it's any different. I just picked the first one on the left right there. I don't know if the path changes if you pick a different one. But anyway, just go ahead and follow the butterfly for now. But then when we get to... So if you follow the post-it note, not the butterfly, he's going to open up the way for us. But we're going to take a right first of all. So a right and sort of slightly down. Where we can find the next letter. Article about aphasia. Aphasia? No, I think it's aphasia, isn't it? Aphasia? Hey, Mama, I'm just going through aphasia. Aphasia right here. Anyway, now we can follow the post-it note, the flying post-it note. And go to the right. And then go to the right again. Where we can find the next collectible. These ones... It was a hard time for her too. Yeah, primarily because of you, Henry. Just, don't know if you, I don't know if you realised that. Probably did about 40 years too late, but yeah, that's probably why it was a hard time for her. Anyway, continuing on, the lily pad-looking lily pads of life. And we can see in the distance the next wardrobe where we can grab the next post-it note. This time we are going to be grabbing the middle one. So just grab the middle one.
You can't stop me. We love each other. We want to be together.
You won't be seeing each other again under my roof. What would people from the village say if they ever discovered it?
Oh no, now it's going to be anti-woke versus woke again. They put 2 lesbians in the game. Oh my god, this is a disgrace. Right, don't follow the post-it note. Continue going straight ahead over the little bridge of water. Yes, that's it now, isn't it? So once we get here, we're going to grab the next collectible, which will be straight in front of us there. This is going to be the next drawing. Maria. Oh, Maria. She likes Enid, the Swedish Enid. And then if we just go to basically the right of where the last collectible was there to get this little scene going. But yes, if any TV show, film or game has 2 boys or 2 girls kissing, then everything's woke and it's disgusting and apparently it's going to be boycotted. So, mental. Grab the right-hand side post-it note anyway, and then we can just head back over the bridge of water.
What's that mouth? I'm going to wash with soap, young lady.
Oh, now that is an old thing to say, isn't it? That's one thing. I don't know why old parents done this. We're going to now follow the post-it note, by the way. But anything that... I'm not saying all old boomer-like parents done it, but to be fair, a lot of them done it where if you disagreed with your parents, you didn't have to swear. You just disagreed with them. Oh, wash your mouth out with soap. Yes, because that's not abusive in the slightest, is it? No, that makes you doesn't fear us. Anyway, follow the post-it note to the left. This time we can just effectively follow him back. We needed to follow him that way so he can go the way where we need him to go. But yeah, never get that about parents. I'll hit you, that'll make you respect us. No, you'll just be going to a home. And one of those abusive homes where I don't have to pay much money for it in the future. So once we get back across the bridge anyway, this time we're going to go straight. So what looks like a path you can't go on where you actually can. Hey, that is just my opinion. I'm sure we've all got opinions on everything. We're all like buttholes. We've all got one, and we've all got an opinion. We've grabbed the last post-it note now, so that's what we'll do. Before following the post-it note, go to the left again. So just behind this sort of rock and tree formation is another collectible. So, yep, grab that one. Again, that one is another one that can be very easily missed. And since you've got to get them all in one playthrough, that can be an absolute son of a pain in the face. So make sure to grab that drawing before moving from this next area. And then we can go to the right, follow El Postio. So go slightly down to the right to find another collectible. And it's me, guys. It's the Canadian Devil, Beelzebub. It's always the one you least expect. But yeah. So there is Henry the Devil. That is the next drawing. So we're going to head back up. And then from here, we're going to head to the left and up again. So left up, left up. And again, whatever your opinions are, we're just going to basically continue going straight up. And get the next scene going. But again, like I said, whatever your opinions are, and again, everyone's entitled to them. A lot of them are wrong, don't get me wrong, but that's okay. But I've just never got why people get so worked up about if there's 2 guys in love or 2 girls in love or whatever. That it just makes no difference. The funniest thing, though, is when guys think that if they're next to a gay guy, that they're automatically going to be, oh, he finds me attractive. Oh my god, and it's like that gay guy is probably not even looking in your direction, bruh. So, yeah. Stuff like that makes me laugh. Oh, I'm 2 feet within a gay guy. That's going to make me extra gay, you guys. Anyway, it's all fun and games, isn't it? Right, let's head down. Continuing on our way for level 6. Head to the left, and we're going to finish the level. So this, we're going to get the 180 grados for Has completado el nivel 6. And again, we will be doing the Tetris puzzle again.
So, you're not saying sorry?
Ask you for forgiveness? You're the one that didn't follow the house rules. It's just a matter of time that your whim for Marie goes away, but...
A whim? What I feel is love, Dad. Something you seem to have forgotten. I'm leaving this house if you can't even make the effort of trying to understand me.
So pack your bags if you think you can. I'm fed up with your threats. Do you think life is that easy? That if you don't like something, you can just run away?
I guess we'll see.
Enid! Let's have breakfast! Enid! It's harder and harder to wake this girl up every day. No. No. She wouldn't dare. Enid! It can't be. What have I done?
Now, let's be honest, that was just pure Henry's fault. And the next part of the story that's going to happen is all Henry's fault too. It shouldn't have gotten this far, but yeah.
I can't.
So Enid runs away because Henry couldn't accept that her daughter was gay. Right, let's get the last Carve Wooding achievement and get the Habilidades Perdidas achievement. And that is for getting all the wood carving, or as the description says, has talado en todos los niveles. So yeah, there we go. Right, head into your little study area where we can nip into the sketchbook. But now that should be 5 out of 5 wood carvings done. Now we will get to level 7. Now level 7 can be a little bit more of a pain in the old Bundersnatch. And I'm only saying that because everything gets a little foggy and it can be quite difficult to see. So I'll try my best to sort of explain where we are and where we're going.
Hi? Who's this?
So it's only when we get to the water where it starts getting a little foggy. So I'll try my best to explain where we're going. So as we head down here, this part's not too bad, but right in the middle is the next drawing. Enid and Marie got married. I wish I was there that day. So you could have literally just, as we basically turn around now and head to the left past the rock. And we get back into the nice little area. Head to the right, though, where we go back into some more water, foggy water. Go to the left. And then left again. But again, all you have to do is basically pick up the phone and say, Enid, I'm really sorry. Can we reconcile and be father and daughter again? And then that would have been job done. But hey, what do I know? Right, so for this next part then, we're going to take a right going down. We're basically going to get the rest of the achievements in, the collectible achievements in this, or the rest of the drawing achievements in this level. So as we head down, we're going to be getting into the water, so the screen's going to get a bit foggy and hazy. So straight on, go to the right again, head into this little forested area, where we're going to find the next drawing. And it's just going to be Henry and Enid. You guys. Right, so once you got that drawing done, let's head back down. And this time we're going to go slightly right, but more or less go straight on. And once we go straight on, we will get up to this next forested area. The areolar.
How is he?
And take a left.
That's what I wanted to talk about.
And then take another left. So before going straight, take another left to find the next letter. This is a piece of scientific article. This is letter 10 out of 12 because you'll get the Lector profesional for has concentrado 10 cartas, or getting 10 letters. Then we can head to the left, interact with the jukebox in order to pick up a musical note. Now, proper musical people will know this as the clef. Unless I'm completely wrong, then then I'm just a bit silly. But that's the only one I remember right now. So we will head back through the forest, taking a right. So as we get into the fogginess, haziness of the water, from here we're going to go to the left again. So there we go, go to the left and then all the way left so we can head back up here and grab the next drawing. And again, a lot of these missable collectibles are very easily missed. I wasn't ready to understand it. I mean, he could have learned, he could have tried. I mean, if it's been about 15 years, 10, 15 years, you could have tried to understand it a bit quicker than that. But there we go. So we go straight over the tiny little foggy bit of water. We're basically now coming up to the main sort of area again. Now, in order to do this next puzzle, then what you need to do is you need to stand on this little platform, look up, and as long as the musical note is at the top, you will see that the post-it note will begin to change. Once that musical note, post-it note, has changed, you need to head left and go all the way down to the path next to the bridge, next to the gate, sorry. And there are 4 that we're going to grab. The first one we're going to grab is the 4th one. So the one on the very right-hand side. So interact with that. And then what we'll do, we'll spin round and go all the way back to that first platform and then do the same thing. So you stand on the platform and then wait until the post-it note changes and then go back to the gate. And then this time we are going to grab, there should be 3. We're going to grab the middle one. So that'll be the second one we're going to interact with. So once we've done that, we're going to spin around and then do the same thing. Only this time we're going to do the... Oh no, in fact, we're going to go back to the same... Sorry, we're going to go back to the same lamppost, so just do the same thing. And then when we get back to the gate, we're going to interact with the, well, the one on the right-hand side. It would have been the third one. So interact with the third musical note. And this time we're going to go to the closest lamppost, do the same thing, and then interact with the only one left. No word of a lie, this bit is a bit of a pain in the behind. So, what we're going to do, so if you look to the left slightly, now you'll be able to see the gate right in front of us. So ignore me for the time being. I'm going to end up going back towards the gate. So just make sure that you can see. So there is the gate right in front of us now. There is the gate, okay? So you can see that. Head slightly to the right where you can see this little thing, musical note sticking out of the ground. Go to the right of the musical note and then left, and then you can go past this little hanging tree vine thing. And then sort of sticking with the right-hand side, you can see a big rock right in front of us. And to the left of that is the final drawing. So she managed to do her passion, which is all good. But that is Enid, and that is for getting all of the drawings. So from here, then, again, it's a bit of a pain to navigate because of the darkness. We'll head, sort of sticking with the right-hand side of the walls. But effectively, what we're trying to do is just go back towards the gate. So you can see, so there is the gate then. So that's why I stuck with the right-hand side wall. We come up to that gramophone thing, and we can see the gate directly in front of us. So again, I'm just using this as a point of view. So from that gate, head to the left, sort of hugging the right-hand side wall. This is the easiest way that I could find and sort of think to do it. So you just sort of stick with the right-hand side wall, going past all of the hanging leaves and stuff like that. And then what we're looking for is the settee. So if we take a left when we can, again sticking with the right-hand side with the wall, you'll eventually come across the settee, and that is that bit done. Now that was just the most annoying part in the game, so thankfully that is done. Alright, once we're back into the comfiestness of our own home, take a left, go back into the kitchen here on the right. And then we are going to just interact with the radio.
Music. Radio. I'm tired. I can't focus. Music. Radio.
So once you've interacted with the radio a couple of times, we now get the post-it note. So we can just head back into the study and we can interact straight with the sketchbook again. Yes, we are back into the fog, but this time it is not as bad. We're just going to interact straight with the jukebox right in front of us, and this time we can simply follow the forget-me-not. So just follow exactly where that is going, and it's a lot easier than the last time.
Enid, breakfast is ready on the table.
Coming. Dad, play the one I love. Today it's my turn to choose. Please play the one I love.
You were the one choosing lately, Enid.
No, but today it's my turn. It's only for today, Dad.
It's alright, but finish that. I don't want to be late again.
Dad,
Tell me, sweetheart.
I want to be a song painter.
What's that, sweetie?
Songs play and I paint them.
You draw what your songs tell?
No, I paint songs so they have a more beautiful sound.
But songs can't be painted, Enid. You need to play them with an instrument.
No, I will paint them. I will play them with my crayons and they will be so colorful. That way, when you play the radio at work, you'll think of me and my drawings.
Would you like to get a guitar? Like the one on the song?
Will I be able to paint it however I want?
Sure.
Now, we're going to be honest, that's something else I don't agree with Henry with here. I know it's supposed to be a nice wholesome moment, but you know what? I don't know again if this was everyone's parents of a sort of boomer age, but if you came out with what they deemed as an unrealistic expectation, they just batter it down as, oh, you won't be able to do that. You need this and you need that. I get you're trying to be realistic, but at least as we head to the left, into the kitchen here, grab the next letter. Yeah, because I remember telling my dad I want to be a race car driver, and it was straight, bat it down. Nah, you won't be able to do that. Well, thanks for the confidence. Thanks for the confidence. You know, at least just humour you. Even if you don't think that your kid's going to be, you know, a world-renowned scientist or doctor or astronaut or, you know, Formula One driver or footballer or whatever. You know, humour them, or at least, you know, try and believe in their dreams. That's, you know, it's just, yeah. You know, Enid's saying, I want to be this. Nah, I can't do that, bruv. Sorry. Nah, that's just, you're being stupid. Man, just, yeah. So anyway, that's my little opinion on it anyway. But if my kids are going to come out with something, I'm going to believe in them until the end. And if it's possible, it's great. If not, then at least they tried. Anyway, we're going to head to the right where we are going to get another 2 achievements and the final letter here. It's over and to the right-hand side in this dark little area. Grab this, the piece of a report from a national association. That is going to get us the Cuidador has encontrado toda la información relacionada con el Alzheimer's. Basically finding all the letters with Alzheimer's. And Raton de biblioteca. As we head to the right and continue up. And that is for finding all of the letters in the game. So now all we've got to do is just finish the game to get the rest of the achievements. So once you've interacted with the book there, we're going to continue heading right and then up. Now this is an easier level because there's only a bunch of Tetris puzzles that we've got to do. And then it's basically end game, dudes. End game. So we've come up to this big area. First thing we're going to do here is take a left. So we need to be getting through there, but we have to do 2 Tetris puzzles first. So we're going to take a left and do the first one. And then spin round, baby, round, round, taking at me. Not going through the big ice thing right there, but we're going to go to the right of that to do the next Tetris puzzle. Right, so as we're getting through the blizzard, there's going to be a little left-hand side we can go into right here. Again, another one that could be easily missed, but it is just another puzzle for us to do.
How is he?
He looks like her so much. Not only physically, his behavior. He wants to see and touch everything. He also looks like you, but only when he's frowning.
You are right, Joseph. Maybe it's time to start over.
And here we are then, guys. We did it. Familia has completado el nivel 8. Hooray! So that's all 8 levels done. Now we've just got to go through a little cutscene to get the last achievement. And the 1,000 out of 1,000 and platinum trophy is yours.
They look great. Hi, Dad. How was your stroll? You're just on time. Dinner is almost ready. Take a look at the wall in front of the desk. Mary has hung some of my latest drawings. I think you'll like them.
They all lived happily ever after. Except for Kyle, who died of AIDS 2 weeks later.